5.4 is the latest iteration in Microsoft's 5 series of language models. It represents a significant advancement in AI technology designed to handle a wide range of language tasks with improved efficiency and accuracy, and that too with a smaller size. So let's go ahead and see how you can install this model locally, and then we are gonna test it out together. Alright, so let's get started. In order to locally install the new 5.4 model from the Microsoft, I'm gonna be using Ollama. So you need to have Ollama installed and configured on your system. If you don't already have it, you can always go to ollama.com, and from here you have the option to download it for your required operating system. Once you have the Ollama installed, now the next thing is to look for the model and to download it. So inside Ollama you have to look for this variant of the 5.4, and here it is providing the latest version, but I want to download some other version, so click on view all, and out of all of these I want to download the full version, which is of 16 GBs. Okay, so I'm gonna go with that. And in order to download it, you simply have to copy this command, head back to your terminal, and here you have to run the command ollama run and then provide the name of the model. Once you hit enter, it is going to start pulling the manifest, and you can see it is approximately 15 GBs. After pulling the manifest, it is going to verify the SHA-256 checksum, and once the checksum has been verified, and if the model is successfully downloaded, you will get a cursor saying send a message. This means that the model has been successfully downloaded. So here you can provide it your prompt in order to test it out. So firstly, I'm gonna ask it to tell me a joke. So here within a single second, it has provided me a joke that why don't scientists trust atoms, because they make up everything. Yeah, that's a good one. Next, I'm gonna ask it that how many R are there in the word strawberry, and it says that the word strawberry contains 2 R's. Here's how it looks, and it is wrong because the word strawberry contains 3 R's. So let's ask it once again. So I'm gonna say, aren't there 3 R's? And now it is saying that you're absolutely right. I apologize for the oversight. The word strawberry actually contains 3 R's. Okay. So if I ask it the question once again that how many R's are there in the word strawberry, now it is providing me the correct answer. Next, I'm gonna ask it to translate I love my country in German, Spanish, Korean, French, Arabic, and Urdu. And within a single second, you can see that it has started providing me the translation of the sentence in all the languages which I asked it. So here is the translation in German, this is in Spanish, here is the Korean, and they've also provided us the English equivalent of that. Here is the French one, here is the Arabic, which you can pronounce like that. And then we have the one in the Urdu, they have also provided us the pronunciation of that. That's great. Next, I'm gonna ask it that what is the square root of 2025. So it is saying that the square root of 2025 is 45, and it is also provided us quick explanation that the square root of a number x is a value y such that y raised to the power 2 equals x. In this case, 45 raised to the power 2 is 2025, so the square root of 2025 is 45, which is absolutely correct. Let's test out its basic coding. So now I'm going to say write a Python program to find the factorial of a number. And within no time, it has started generating the code for us, which is absolutely correct. And it is also provided as an example usage and how it works. And you can see that the speed is insanely fast, as well as the response is absolutely correct. Next, I'm gonna ask it a more tricky question that you have a 5-liter jug and a 3-liter jug, and you need to measure exactly 4 liters of water. How can you do this? And within no time, it has started providing us the answer. And if you look at the answer, you can see that all the steps are accurate and the answer is absolutely correct. Next, I'm gonna test out its debugging capabilities. For that, I'm gonna ask it that here is a Python function that is supposed to calculate the factorial of a number, but it is not working. Fix the issue. Let's see if it is able to do that or not. And it's saying that the issue with your current implementation is in the recursive call, Within the else block, you are calling the factorial n instead of decreasing n by 1, which leads to infinite recursion and eventually a stack overflow. And it is also provided as the corrected version, and this is absolutely correct. Next, I'm gonna ask it that given the following data, suggest an appropriate visualization and explain why. So it is saying that for visualizing the sales data, a bar chart would be an appropriate choice, and then it has provided us all the different reasons why a bar chart would be the better choice, and this answer is absolutely correct too. And then finally, I'm gonna ask it to analyze the following data set for any trends or anomalies and summarize your findings. Let's see if it is able to do that or not. So here it is saying that in order to analyze it, let's consider the potential trends and anomalies. This is the dataset overview, and the observations are from week 1 to 4. There is a general upward trends in sale. And here is the fluctuation in the anomalies. The week 3 anomaly, the most notable anomaly, is a drop in sales during the week 3, which is significantly lower than both the preceding week 2 and following week 4. This could indicate an external factor affecting the sales. And on the basis of all of this analysis, it has provided a possible interpretation of what might be causing this anomaly. And that's amazing that just by looking at the data without having any kind of information about it, it was able to identify the fluctuation and anomalies and has also provided us possible interpretations of what might be causing those anomalies. So overall, the 5.4 provided by Microsoft is an amazing large language model that is small in size and insanely fast in speed. And that's just not it. It also performs exceptionally well in all the different domains. So I'll highly encourage all of you to try it out for yourself and let me know in the comments what you think about it. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching.